This video is dedicated to smoking SA7887 and Rory. The Tabacalera Exactus in Super Colossal. Hi everyone, welcome back to fectoreviews from cigaraccessorieshq.com. Today we are reviewing a baseball bat. This is the big one. This is next to my forearm. It's huge. This thing takes up the whole frame of the camera. I'm about 18 inches away. It's crazy. This is a 90 by 11.5. Just coming in with real nice light Connecticut wrapper. Tight and invisible seams. Looks like a couple really giant leaves wrap this up. It's actually constructed very well. Firm pack. Got a little bit of give to it. Seems to me like it's got a big quadruple cap, which I cut with my Benchmade 535 Bugout. Real sharp knife. It's the only way to cut this thing. I wasn't about to put 1,000 punch holes in it. Didn't want to risk any damage. This is quite an investment. One word about the website I got this from, bestcigarprices.com. Pretty sure that's what it is. I'll put a link to them and my website down below. This is my third replacement. The first couple I had were cracked so bad they were just cracked down to the wrapper right out of shipping. So I sent them a message, exchanged, and it was very easy to work with. They got me taken care of, and we finally got one in the mail that wasn't cracked or damaged, and their customer service is absolutely incredible. I highly recommend you guys order from them. Like I said, I'm going to put a link to this big boy and their website down below. On their website right now, they're going for about 50 bucks. About 50 bucks for this guy here. They got the Maduro version and the Connecticut. I got the Connecticut one because I didn't want to risk any burn problems with the Maduro, because I have a feeling it's going to be a little difficult to keep this thing smoking right just because of its size. Got a little bit of a breeze out here today, so we're going to see what happens. Big white box, 90 by 11. Pretty sure that's a cedar inside of there. It's got your basically a standard 12-inch ruler on the lid, which is pretty cool. I just put a fresh fill on my lighter because I'm going to need every bit of gas this thing's got to light this. This is the Vertigo Churchill. I'll put a link to this down in the description. It's a quad torch lighter, and I'm going to need all 4 of them flames. So here's my little siesta I use to set cigars on that rest in my ashtray. Yeah. We're going to go on and take this footband off. Real nice and careful to slide it off. I felt a little bit of glue on that. Yeah, look at that. Little bit of glue, and I can see it on the inside where that wrapper piece stuck to that glue. Blotched on there a little bit too much. That lighting kind of sucks. There we go. You kind of see that little bit of a split right there. So let's go on ahead and start toasting the end of this baseball bat. God, this thing's big. The draw is all right. Got a little bit of a grassy taste, a little bit of like a grass and hay coming through on a dry pull. Draw is good. That's about as good as this is going to get. Let's go ahead and test that draw one more time. Wow, almost no resistance. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And here we go. We are lit. Mild body. A little bit of a woodiness. Just a real light, mild tobacco coming in. Not a super long finish. It's already starting to fade. That's pretty much about it. Real mild. We're going to see how this thing goes. Get into the, man, I don't even know. We'll get a chunk of the way into this thing, and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to put my timer on so we can do a 15-minute update. And we'll come back to you guys. That draw is still real nice, too. All right. About an inch and a half down. About 25 minutes in now. Burn ain't perfect. Ash is a little flaky. No tooth. I'm taking double, triple puffs right now. Trying to keep this thing burning even. Like I said, it's a little breezy out here, so if it's not super even, I ain't blaming a cigar for that. This thing is huge, man. I have burn issues with 60s, so this being a 90, no complaints. If it does ever start to get out of hand or start to run down one side, I will immediately touch that up, because I want to keep this thing in a straight line as best I can. Ash is looking good. Like I said, just a little bit flaky. The draw is still really good, still a little bit loose. And the flavors, its flavors are real soft, real smooth. It's just like a real light wood. About the first 10 to 15 minutes. A sweeter wood. Coming in now about the 25-minute mark. That wood's getting a little bit deeper. Sweetness has died way down. Finish is still nice and short. Still has that creaminess. And it's smoking fairly normal. I feel ridiculous smoking this thing. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's just that sweetness is still there a little bit. It's not as intense as it was, but it's still there. It's real smooth. Hope I get some type of transition down to this. Well, it's going to be boring. Other than that, it's just that woodiness. It's a real nice woodiness, real smooth. All right, let's get closer to the 1 hour mark and see what kind of changes we get. If anything else changes before then, we will definitely update that. All right, about an hour and 5 minutes in. So far, the burn is looking real good. For what it is, the windiness, not bad. Ash fell off in about an inch and a half chunk at about a 45-minute mark. I got the neighbors, got some people working on their lawn, so I didn't do an update in 45-minute. They're cutting grass and stuff. Draw's getting better. Double puffs, still taking double puffs. Second puff isn't needing to be quite as deep as it used to be. The flavors, we'll start at the 45-minute mark, the flavors. The woody notes on the draw were starting to turn into more like a porky type flavor, a salted pork type flavor. That was more on the finish. The draw was still the woody notes. Still nice and creamy, real smooth. Ash fell off, like I said, about a 1-inch chunk at the 45-minute mark. You can see everything's burning good, nice big old dome cherry, no complaints there. Let's see, the only thing that happened I noticed around the 45-minute mark, we're starting to crack a little bit at about the beginning of the second third. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So far the binder's holding. I'm not seeing any smoke escape through there, so everything should be good. Nothing's really changed at the hour 5 update, which is this one here. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep on going. Finish is still nice and short. I haven't needed to give it any touch-ups. So, I'm impressed so far. This is awesome. We're going to keep on going, probably get to the 2.5 hour mark, see what it's giving us. Alright, hour and a half in now. Basically the flavors, taking on a nuttiness. And I'm talking by nuttiness in this case, I'm talking about if you open up a thing of those planters, mixed nuts, one of the big ones, that's the kind of nuttiness I'm talking about. That's definitely the flavor profile I'm getting. More of a, what's that now? More of a pecan type nut is the top note on that though. Other than that, still got that sweetness. Still got that deeper woody undertone to it. Burn is not too bad. Breeze is starting to let up just a little bit. That one little spot right there. Other than that, burn ain't too bad. That crack is getting more pronounced. Hasn't really moved, but it's just splitting a little bit more. That binder's still holding, so good construction there. Other than that, let's keep on going. As I said, it's an hour-and-a-half mark, and see what we get around 2.5 hours, or around the halfway point. 2 hours, 40 minutes in. Yeah, we're in for the long haul. We are a little bit past the halfway point if I'm measuring 11 inches down to the head here. And what makes that easy to check my progress, because sometimes it seems like this thing just isn't moving, I got that cool ruler thing on the lid there. So I can just square this up to the lid, check my status. Flavors really haven't changed. That salty meat taste, I think I said in the last update it had dropped, but it's completely gone now. It's back to that nice sweeter wood. Finish is still just as short as it was when I started this thing. We're going to start smoking the band here in a minute, so we're going to take that off. And I really hope there's not a big giant glob of glue on the band, because that's going to spell trouble. Got a little bit of that cracking in the wrapper. We're all the way down to the band. I kept that band on there to help hold it together. So let's go ahead and take this massive band off of here and just see how that works. Oh, that's a lot of glue. But yeah, it took off a little bit of wrapper leaf. Gosh dang it. Hopefully the binder holds, and I guarantee there's going to be a split that's going to hit that. God, this thing's so big. I still have like 5 cigars worth of tobacco to smoke here. We're halfway done. Get that big old band. And you can see on the band, right there underneath my finger, after that big old wood bee goes away, please. God. Piece of wrapper leaf right there. No good. Big old spot. I'm gonna hope that binder holds. This thing's so big though, it's got a beefy binder. We'll find out. Let's keep on going. Approach the 3.5, 4 hour mark. See if anything changes. Alright. 3 hours, 47 minutes in. I think I'm going to call it here. Call it quits here. It's getting real nice and hot. Flavors are starting to get washed out. I know some people can take them down to the nub. I guess it just depends on which area you're in, humidity, storage, etc. This one here is getting too hot for my taste. Flavors are getting washed out. Flavors haven't changed other than the fact that I'm just getting that general nuttiness now. So, this is where we'll call it. This has been the Tabacalera Exactus in super colossal 90 by 11.5. Truly a one-of-a-kind experience. I'll link down below where you guys can get one of these. Until next time, stay lit, stay smoky.